about beginner resources for learning Guilty Gear or Blazblue, variety of games really. My name's Jazz. You can call me Majin Obama if you'd like. A lot of people do. And I'm gonna walk you through some just beginner resources for learning these games, playing these games. I see a lot of people, they talk about like they don't know where to go for information. They feel overwhelmed by these titles. So the truth is, yes, games like these are very hard, especially if you're coming from some other titles. But the truth is that difficulty is often overstated, and there are a lot of resources, a lot of content creators out there that have materials that can kind of help you along the way. Now, first, if you're just learning Guilty Gear, the first thing that I want to recommend you do: start your game and go to the dojo, do the tutorial. So look, you talk about fighting game tutorials. It's kind of a touchy topic because for a long time the problem was there wasn't a good way to teach people how to play fighting games. It's just that simple. You know, a lot of the modern developers have this belief that they should be making things easier. Well, the truth is, it's not so much that I think things should be made easier, but you should be teaching them how to play. And when you talk about great fighting game tutorials, one that's going to come up, Virtua Fighter 4 Evo for PlayStation 2. I hear good things about Skullgirls' tutorial. This is another one of those great tutorials. It teaches you everything you need to know, literally from the basics to even advanced topics. Also, be sure to hit up mission mode. You can learn a lot about universal mechanics, but also matchup specific stuff that even works at a high level, just from the in-game tutorials and in-game challenges. When you're looking for a character, try looking at character combos. There's a lot of variety here in terms of just teaching materials that are built into the game. Hit those up first. That should be the first thing you do. And of course, training mode, an invaluable resource. So when you first start out, you should definitely just fish around in the game. Look for stuff in the game. There's a lot of materials here. Next, for character information and frame data. Now, frame data, we're probably a little bit early for this, but I wanted to show you this because for Dustloop Wicked, this is going to be a very important resource for you guys if you're trying to work on learning these games. Reason why is because it has a lot of, for example, if you go to Blazblue Central Fiction, a lot of character breakdowns, a lot of character information. For example, breaking down every normal. This is crazy, man. People put in so much work to make these. Of course, they're good resources not only for Blazblue, Guilty Gear, but also a variety of other titles. You see Vampire Savior here, Under Night in Birth. And then you'll see you also have frame data for those respective titles as well. It's going to be important as you get to the higher and higher levels where frame data becomes more and more important. This is a really good resource for picking that up. Not only that, but I recommend you pick up Gunframe. Gunframe is a phone app developed by Anbi, one of the German community members. Really smart guy. He made this app designed for, I believe, Android and iPhone as well. And it's a really good app for Xrd, frame data, and just calculating if anything that has to do with frame data or attack properties. This is a really handy app. Be sure to give this a look. So the next thing that you might want to do, if you played around with the game a little bit, you've touched it a good bit, you're not really sure what to do next, why don't you watch some match videos? This is a very important thing for players to do, especially as they're growing, trying to learn how to actually apply what they've learned in the in-game tutorials and the in-game challenges. And this is a website that I like to go to for footage straight from Japan. It's called horibuna.web.fc2.com. And for this, you can find a variety of Japanese archived match footage straight from the arcades. And for a variety of titles. Arcana, you see Arcana Heart here, Aquapaza, Guilty Gear, Under Night, Blazblue, even Gundam, even Final Fantasy Dissidia. And it can actually get really specific too. If you click on Revelator, you can pick character specific matchups. I want to see Soul versus Potemkin, requires a little bit of Japanese knowledge, but there's enough to go off of here to where even if you don't understand it, you can figure it out. Of course, if you want maybe a easier, more direct resource, keep on blaze.in for Blazblue match footage, and this is really genius site. Shoutouts to Keep on Rockin' who developed these. You can search by player name, so if you want to see Dora, if you want to see matches featuring just Dora, you can search for that, and it comes up all Dora's matches. If you want to see Dora versus character-specific match, you want to see Dora versus Moo, you can adjust that and it'll show you. Of course, it has the link right here. It's really handy. Also, Keep on Rockin', the Guilty Gear version of this website. Very handy stuff, especially if you want to see a lot of match footage really quickly. These are invaluable resources. Also, can't really have this conversation about match footage and YouTube videos without bringing up Silva's channel and Jordal's channel. Both of these guys work really hard on behalf of the Guilty Gear and Blazblue communities respectively. They have incredible amount of footage from Japanese arcades, Japanese tournaments, American tournaments, just from all over. It's they're really all-purpose YouTube accounts for Blazblue and Guilty Gear respectively, and you can find those by looking at just typing in M. DeSilva or Jordal in YouTube. Also, be sure to give Johnny-O's channel a look as well. It's really easy to find. If you just type in Johnny-O in YouTube, it comes up. You're going to find a lot of straight from the arcade Guilty Gear footage on this channel as well. Be sure to give all these channels a good look. They're for match videos. They're really handy. So next, you've got your character. You've started to touch the game a little bit. You're starting to get your bearings in. And now you want to check out, maybe look into playing other people, right? So do this. First off, if you go to dustloop.com, Bafo has a post. If you type in Dustloop or character discords, this post here has links to every Discord channel for character-specific discords. Now, quality of these are going to vary based on character and participants in those discords, but what the hell, just give it a shot. And that's on the Guilty Gear side. On the Blazblue side, there's actually another list. If you type in Blazblue at reddit.com/Blazblue, there's a post there, resources for players of all levels and Blazblue Discord chat rooms. There's the same thing here. Someone, I guess this guy's name is Super Angel 128. That's cool, I guess. But he has a she, I don't know, Discord links for Blazblue character Discord invite links, and main Blazblue Discord chat room. With most of these Discord servers, you're going to be able to find maybe character-specific knowledge, character-specific matchup knowledge, but also just plain old matchmaking. If you have the net play version, if you want to net play on Steam or PS4 or whatever, this is a good way to meet people and fight online. So with that, move on to content creators. With the Blazblue and Guilty Gear communities, there's a lot of people that work really hard. You saw a lot of those Dustloop wikis. Those are the results of hours from a variety of different people. So when we talk about maybe some additional resources that you guys might want to check out that I can recommend, and again, this is just a starting place. If you're talking about just learning the game, just picking up the game, whichever you may want to pick up, these are just beginner resources. And a lot of these people that you're going to see here, they have a lot of their social media is you're going to be able to find them on their Twitch pages. Be sure to ask them. The thing with Blazblue and Guilty Gear communities is they have a bad rap sometimes, but if you ask a question, people will either do their best to answer your question, or they can find someone, they can point you in the direction of somebody who can. So first off, something I recommend, if you're not used to playing these games, if you don't know anything about them, check out Naruto Tataki's YouTube account. He has a YouTube video series called Air Dash Academy and Guilty Gear Crash Course. I think they do a really good job of condensing game concepts in really bite-sized portions. I advise you guys to check that out if you don't have experience playing games like this. Next, for beginners, all of these channels listed here are going to be twitch.tv/channels, so please use that URL. Twitch.tv/Broken Tier, Shin Kenso, Lord Knight, Ultra Chen. These are really good and really focused on teaching and learning together. It's not uncommon for some of these channels to run beginner matches, low-level, make low-level rooms to encourage and foster growth in the community. Make sure you check those guys out. They do really good work with that. For live arcade and tournament streams, if you're into Blazblue, unfortunately there aren't too many Blazblue-centric streams on Twitch, but the two that there are, SSL Honkan 01 and Deshikawa. These are two arcades that stream Blazblue on the regular from Japan. You can check out their Twitch channels. They often stream high-level play. Check those out. Next, for Guilty Gear, Johnny Osan. Invaluable stream. Please check it out. Silva Hime also has been streaming the Super Exerd Exhibition League on Steam. Check out those. Those are some really interesting programs. Be sure to check those out as well. North American based, but give it a look. NorCal Dogfight. That's going to be a Guilty Gear and sometimes other games too, like Blazblue. Under Night occasionally. So monthly in Northern California, be sure to check them out. TSB Blaze, of course, he's been streaming the Super TSB events in New York. So you have here on a representation on both coasts of Americas. Now also net play and community talk, and also in beginner leagues occasionally as well. You're going to look at Anime Illuminati, Biscuits, Alyun Sensei. He occasionally does beginner stuff as well. Be sure to check him out if you're in EU. And again, like I mentioned before, the SS Exerd Exhibition League. So these are all Twitch TV channels, and except for the top one, which is a YouTube account. Be sure to check those out. Those are a lot of your good content creators that will give you a start. It's just to give you your footing. Of course, there are lots of people doing lots of work for these games, but this is just an intro. Just if you don't know where to go, give some of these resources a look. Introduce yourself. Ask people questions. These communities do really good with helping people out. Don't be shy. And with that, that's going to wrap this up. If you guys have any questions or concerns, be sure to hit me up. Anyway, thank you and God bless. Take care.